Guys, what are we going to do today? Well, we are going to revisit a knife that has been in my collection for a while. It is one of the first Ferrum Forge knives that I purchased directly from the boys. I think this was the second knife I bought from them. And so we are going to look at the Ferrum Forge Archbishop. I know there's some weirdness there because this is green anodized. So without any further ado, guys, let's turn this around. No, that's not what we're going to do. Let's turn down the volume and listen to a little bit of music. We're going to get into this knife. I love this knife. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. But before that, you guys know that I have been talking about alt tech platforms in the past. I have a channel on full30.com. If you don't follow me there, I would appreciate it. And I also started a Rumble channel, and I have migrated all of my videos over there from, I don't think all of them, but there was like a limit. So I migrated the majority of my catalog of videos from YouTube to there. If you could just go follow me there. I think I have it set up so that everything I do here automatically transfers over to there as well. So it's going to be dual. And I think I have full 30 set up that way as well. So if you don't necessarily want to support YouTube, which I understand, I'm not a big fan of YouTube, go over and support me on those other platforms. You can do tips, you can do memberships, things like that on those platforms as well. So at any rate, into this, guys. Oh, the links for those are down below. My alt tech platforms are down there as well. This is the Ferrum Forge Archbishop. This was an in-house build. I bought this directly from Elliot at the shop before it had even been sharpened. And it is an amazing knife. The reason I don't own a ProTech Mordax or an Archbishop 2.0 is because I have the OG original and it is so good. So not everybody's gotten to see it. You would have to go pretty far back through my videos to find it. I've got better production quality now, so let's take a good look at it now with better camera, better lighting, better everything. The Archbishop from Ferrum Forge. Guys, I never did a full spec video on this because I purchased this directly from the boys, so I never looked at it. And back when I was doing videos about these, I didn't do big spec heavy reviews. There wasn't a lot that I talked about. So this is my personal Ferrum Forge OG in-house build Ferrum Forge 100% USA made Ferrum Forge Archbishop. Mine's done in black ceramic with a faceted textured area that's been green anode along with the completely textured pocket clip, satin and black ceramic. Let's go ahead and get the specs out of the way. So what are we looking at? We are looking at overall length of 7.96 inches, and that's done in a 3.56 inch 20 CV drop point blade. That's a full flat, or that's a flat grind, and you can see mine is done black ceramic and satin flats. Like I said, it is in 20 CV. Let's go ahead and get this blade stock thickness out of the way because this is not a spec that's listed online. So this was the boys did their stuff about 0.18. So yeah, 0.185. And then with the finishing, you get that behind the edge thickness on this one. This is one of the first knives that Elliot really started to thin out some of the blade stock thickness when he had them ground. It's a lot thinner than the other ones. You're looking at 0.030. It's not super thin, but it's way thinner than the other ones were. So there you go. There's that. Your handle length on this, 4.4 inches. It is done in full tie frame lock with a rolling detent in the steel lock bar insert. It rides on stainless steel bearings, and it is super smooth. This is 100% titanium. All the screws and everything are titanium and have been anodized. So there's your specs. Let's go ahead and get the weight out of the way, and then we'll be done. Get the weight out of the way so we can be done with that, and then just take a good look at the knife. So you're looking at 4 7/8 ounces. Let's zero that out. You're looking at 4 7/8 ounces. In grams, for those of you who don't do freedom units, you're looking at 138 grams. So there's all your specs out of the way. let's get this scale out of the way. All right, so now let's take a good look at this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. I have had this the entire time I'm the first and only owner of this knife. I don't think it's something I would ever get rid of. It's a beautiful, beautiful showing, this big aperture. This is the first knife I ever had that I really ever did finger flick, because it was one of the first knives I ever had that had this big aperture like this. I could never Spidey flick any of my other knives because they were all lockbacks and they just didn't work real well. Super smooth on this. You can see that this has a beautiful texture that has been anodized green. The scales have been textured along the chamfers on both sides. This thing was the first knife that I had from them that had any ceramic on it. I walked into the shop one day and I saw this on the finish mat and it was done. And Elliot was like, yeah, I haven't taken any pictures of that, put it up on the website yet. And I was like, well, you're not going to, because I'm coming back tomorrow with the cash. And I bought this directly from Elliot. Big sweeping drop point blade, lots of belly. You can get way up on it like this. I have used this knife really well. If you have any questions about if you have any questions about how the ceramic holds up, that ceramic is just starting to wear after all the years I've carried it. I did clean battery terminals on a tractor back home in Ohio one time with this, when I went home when my dad was real sick and I was trying to get the tractor ready for them. All of the hardware and everything has been color matched. I've worn most of the anodizing off the pocket clip, and to tell you the truth, if you look real close, I've worn a lot of the actual texturing kind of smooth. All hand textured, all hand everything. This was not a maker's choice. This was just a one-off that Elliot had done. You see, I got into something here not long ago. I was carrying this and I nicked the heel of that blade pretty good on something, and it needs to be taken care of the next time it gets sharpened. But the fact is, it's still razor sharp everywhere else. So I haven't really worried about it because, you know, if I don't need to sharpen it, I'm not going to. But yeah, like I said, just beautiful on that. Zoom this back out. Just beautiful work on this. In hand, this thing is one of the most comfortable knives. Elliot's pocket clips that he does, both the smaller, 2-point and the larger 3-point pocket clips he does are great. The tension is just about perfect. They are tight, but they're not too tight, and they do not wiggle at all. I like surface mount pocket clips. I know a lot of people have started doing the deeper carry pocket clips. I'm not a fan of the deeper carry pocket clips. I think this is just fine. This allows you a good carry, and it does not move. You can see this has been in and out of pocket so much, I have actually worn the ceramic off of that. So this knife has had about as much carry time as any knife. The only knife that I think rivals it now is my Norseman, and they're up there. They are both up there on a list of knives that is just super high performance, high-end carry. This thing was always beautiful, has been since day one, and to tell you the truth, I've never re-anodized this. That has held up because of the texturing that Elliot did, and that was all textured by hand with a Dremel, guys. Beautiful, beautiful lines on this. The Archbishop, I have to say, is probably one of their most attractive. Oh, we lost a light. Accidentally disconnected one of the lights. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I think this is one of their most attractive and iconic designs. There's a reason that there is an Archbishop 2.0 and 3.0. It's because the design holds up. I mean, just look at it. Their knives, all of their knives, since the first one I ever got, have been so close on blade to handle ratio. I mean, this one is not quite as close as the NTAC, but this is still a very good blade to handle ratio. It doesn't look out of sorts. Cuts so well, so comfortable. Guys, one of my favorite knives ever. I just thought I would revisit it with you guys. Just something that I thought maybe you guys would like to see and hear the actual specs on it, since there are some versions out there now. The original versions of these were done like in a chevron and slick. I think there was 2 patterns available. They did a slick side and a chevron version, and there was a couple. I think there was maybe one more version, but yeah, this was a one-off that they did that just came out came out great. And like I said, I could not pass it up when I saw it on Elliot's board of finished knives. And I was like, that's not even going on the website. So there you go, guys. Let's turn this around and do some final thoughts. Guys, there you go. Just a look back at a knife I truly love, which like I said, I think it's one of the best showings from the boys at Ferrum Forge. This is by far my favorite of their knife designs as far as carry and use and things like that. So, and it's just an amazing, it's a beautiful, beautiful knife. So guys, that's it on this one. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's as simple as, like I say, like, share, subscribe, you know, view the videos, make comments. It helps push us up the algorithm after our little fall and tumble we had that was an unseen turn of events. If you want to support the channel in other ways, there's a lot of ways you can do it financially. You can go down below and get in on a membership. I do early access to video, exclusive content by tier, exclusive giveaways to paying members, premium tier sharpening tutorial series, and you save $5 off of my per knife off of my sharpening service. Other ways you can do it, I have affiliate links down below. Anything you purchase, I get a portion at checkout. It doesn't cost you anything. I also have a merchandise store on Ember Shirt Co. with a coupon code that is CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, all one word. Saves you 10% at checkout anywhere on Ember Shirt Co. And if you send me a picture of you wearing any of my merch, I will put it in the videos. That's it, guys. I love y'all. Keep it clean in the comments section. It helps make it easier to moderate the videos. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I will see you in the next video.